What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the channel Appalachiansmokewagon. Thanks for clicking. I've noticed my BCM MK2 Recoil mitigation videos from the past have been getting lots of clicks, so I thought I'd do an updated video on that. What you see here, we got 3 different lower receivers and 3 different recoil systems. We're going to go through and I'm going to show you the differences and talk about them. Before we get into that, if you're a red-blooded American patriot that loves freedom, loves the Constitution, loves the Second Amendment, then why haven't you subscribed yet? Smash the subscribe button. It helps the channel more than you know, and I really appreciate it. Let's get into this. Alright, here we have, this is my dissipator lower. This is a rifle length buffer tube. Rifle length spring, rifle length buffer. This is a 14.5 inch. This is Gravy's Troy Defense rifle. This has a carbine length buffer tube, buffer spring, and buffer. And then here we have my BCM Franken rifle. It's got an ambi stag lower, the 14.5 BCM upper, and this is the BCM MK2 Recoil mitigation system, buffer tube, buffer spring, and buffer. So first we will talk about the buffers. We'll get them all 3 here. This is your carbine buffer. This is an H buffer, meaning it's a little bit heavier, so it slows your bolt down just a little bit as it reciprocates. This is a rifle length buffer, just standard weight. You can see the difference in size there. And this is the BCM MK2 Recoil Mitigation Buffer. It's marked BCM MK2 Mod 1 T1. This is the one that come with my system that I ordered. See, it's not as long as a rifle length buffer, but it is longer than a carbine length buffer. You can see the differences there. In my old videos, I didn't get into all this. So there you have that. And now we'll get into the springs. This is a standard carbine length buffer spring. There's the BCM MK2 Recoil Mitigation Buffer Spring. And then here, this is the Sprinko rifle length spring. You can see the BCM MK2 spring is pretty much the same length as the rifle spring. And that's what gives you your reduced recoil with the BCM system. I highly recommend it for anyone whose AR-15 is overgassed. And a lot of the more budget-friendly AR-15s are going to be overgassed because they make them overgassed to feed more stuff, so your bolt's going to be moving back faster. And I just highly recommend the BCM recoil mitigation system for your AR. It greatly reduces the recoil. Alright, now we'll go over the buffer tubes. First we'll start, this is the BCM, and this is the standard length carbine. You can see the added length there. The bottom one being the BCM. See, there's about, what, an extra inch on that buffer tube. I don't want to lose this detent spring on my dissipator lower. See it right there? Your buttstock holds all that stuff in. And this is the lower one being the BCM, the upper one being the rifle length. So this is all just a comparison between carbine, rifle length, and then the BCM system. And I think there's a couple other companies making a recoil system like the BCM. I'm not familiar with them. I've never used those. The only one I've used is the BCM. And it's a night and day difference with the BCM Mark II recoil mitigation system. It really kills the recoil. But if you put it on an AR-15 that is undergassed already, it's not going to work. You need to put it on one that's overgassed, or you just, if you put the BCM system on your AR-15 and it don't function anymore, then your rifle was already undergassed. But like I said, most of the budget offerings are overgassed, so you can add the BCM system and get it's a lot of bang for the buck. It's not really crazy expensive, and it really works. It's not just a gimmick. It really works. I swear by it. I really like it. I want Gravy to get one for this Troy, because it would really lighten the recoil on it. It's just it's an awesome product. I stand by it. I'm not getting paid anything to say this. I am a BCM fanboy. I do like BCM, but I'm not getting paid anything to say this. Just the BCM recoil mitigation system is awesome. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll try to answer them. Like, I'm not a gunsmith. I've already told you guys I'm just a regular guy out here learning this stuff. And what I've learned so far is that I really like the BCM system. It works awesome. And like I said, there's other companies out there doing the same thing with the recoil system. I can't remember the names of the companies, but there is a couple more out there that do a similar thing to the BCM, but I'm not sure how they work. I do know how this works because I use it every time I shoot this rifle. And combined with my 14.5 Mark II upper, it's awesome. It shoots awesome. It shoots super flat. It's really amazing. When, like in a bill drill, your sight never moves. It stays right dead center, right where you're holding it. Your red dot stays right there. Awesome system. Highly recommend it. And I will show you guys the differences of the buffers one more time. You got carbine length, the BCM buffer, and then you got the rifle length buffer. This is from my dissipator, this is from my BCM Franken rifle, and this is the buffer I added into the Troy Defense. It had a standard buffer. I added the H buffer, and it helped a little bit. I do have the Geisley braided buffer spring in my 11.5 in my truck gun, but it's in my truck, and I didn't feel like going out there to get it this morning. And there's really not enough room here to add another another system, but I like the Geisley system too. But it doesn't kill the recoil like the BCM system does. So there's that. If you're interested in it, all you got to do is go to any web search and search BCM recoil mitigation system. You can buy it from BCM or wherever. It's an awesome system, and all it does is reduce recoil. So, excuse me. That's it. That's all I wanted to make this video about, was just an updated video on this system right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you found anything helpful here, then make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave me a comment. If you tried the BCM system, leave me a comment and let me know your results, what you thought about it. I swear by it. I really like it. And that's that. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more content. Hopefully we can get to the range soon, Gravy and I, and do some range content for you guys. I need a good range trip. It would it's definitely a stress reliever. We got a cat jumping up here on the table with us. I don't think she's gonna make it in the frame. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. And until the next time, Smoke Wagon out for now.